My name is Tyler Heshka. I'm a Learning and Development Advisor at First West Credit Union, and I'm a PIDP student at VCC. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the focused autobiographical sketch. So I learned about this technique from the Classroom Assessment Techniques textbook, which says that the focused autobiographical sketch provides information on the student's self-concept and self-awareness as learners within a specific field. It gives the teacher a composite portrait of the range and diversity of levels of self-awareness and reflectiveness among students in the class. This information can help teachers determine where the students are so that they can effectively gauge the appropriate level of instruction and set realistic course objectives. So I would be using a focused autobiographical sketch in a corporate learning environment. So students taking courses related to their job that are taught by the learning and development team at my work. The paper's OWL blog says that an autobiographical essay is a major part of many college applications and several jobs that focuses on a specific event or situation in your life that led to certain results or lessons acquired. With an autobiography essay, students can expose a part of their personality and showcase important parts of their lives that can't be included in a resume or interview. Your autobiography will tell readers what you want to reveal about yourself. It will help others know the real you and not the one about which they may have made assumptions. Choose one event or situation that highlights what you most want the reader to know. So those are some excellent tips. In what context would this strategy work best? For me, I'd use this in the context of a training session at work. So this is a corporate training environment. I work in a mid-sized credit union, around 1,200 employees. We often conduct training sessions where employees have different levels of skill and experience. So some people have 30 years of banking experience, other people are brand new to the industry. It'd be a great way to learn everyone's backgrounds and what they need to know, and it would be beneficial to help arrange the course content, determine what people could actually benefit from learning. What are the limitations of the strategy? At the credit union where I work, it might be difficult for people to find the time to write a focused autobiographical sketch, especially if they've already committed to taking a course that will eat up several hours of their work time. So work will be their top priority. The performance leader will be letting them take several hours of their work day to do a training session. They may not be too excited if they have to spend another 2 hours writing an autobiographical sketch, or half hour, an hour, whatever it will take them. Another limitation, you may find that people go way off script and write something that isn't terribly beneficial to you. They will need a lot of guidance to write it, or they could go off in a strange direction that doesn't help you. Also, as a facilitator, reading these sketches could take a lot of your time. You just may not have time to read 10, 15, 20 of these sketches if you have a bigger class. What are the advantages of the strategy? So when we have a training session at work, we often have people from all experience levels and backgrounds. Sometimes we find it makes sense to skip the bulk of the content you plan to cover and focus on areas of interest or specific issues that our employees are having, rather than give a comprehensive look on the subject. Sometimes we may need to cover all the content in great detail because the employees are all new to the organization and banking in general, and they need to know everything. So having an autobiography of each and every learner will help assess what approach you need to take in your facilitation. The sketch will also help learners assess their own learning needs and then articulate them to you. So it'll give them some self-awareness and help them understand what it is they want to learn, and then that will maybe guide them in some of the questions they need to ask you. What are some best practices for this strategy? So keep the sketches short. 1 or 2 pages maximum is about what you want to have. Don't use these sketches for a high anxiety course. So if it's a designation that the staff needs to have, if the employees are enrolled in a certification course, there's already enough stress. So giving them another assignment to write is probably too much. Don't use the autobiographical sketches too often. Use them sparingly, and determine what skill set you want to focus on. Limit the focus to a specific skill set and a specific period in their lives. How will you provide feedback to your learner or learners using this strategy? Well, feedback will be shown by adapting the course content to who they are and what they want to learn. So the students will know that you've read their biographies and assess them when they come to class on the first day and realize that the content is tailored exactly to them and what they want to learn.